So thank you and welcome again to Educating for the Polycrisis, the Schumacher Wild Experience, Part 1, or so far. I'm Jay Tompt. As I mentioned to you before, I'm one of the core faculty at Schumacher College. I was teaching the regenerative economics course there for a number of years. And um, I'm joined today by Toomas Trapido, who is in Estonia, Natasha
Yeah, hello.
Hulst, hello, Natasha Hulst, who is in the Netherlands, Miyu Takoi, who is in Totnes, and Ilektra Kouloumpi, who is in Greece. And we are all of us co-creating courses in each of these places. And this is part of Schumacher Wild and the new Schumacher College. And that will probably get us to about nearly the top of the hour, about 50 minutes in. Then we'll break into little breakout rooms for about 15 minutes or so. And that will give all of you a chance to get to know some of your peers, some of your maybe future colleagues a little bit, to process a little bit too about what we've been talking about and formulate some questions. And then we'll come back for about the last 15 or 20 minutes to entertain questions and comments. So that's our plan. Many of you might have heard about Schumacher College before, and many of you might have heard that Schumacher College was closed. That's a whole big story, bit of drama, has a bit of a soap opera quality to it, I suppose. But our hosting charity um, was problematic. Let's just put it like that. And they closed us. But we refused to be closed down. So those of us who were part of the college, um, core faculty, staff, friends, we resolved to relaunch Schumacher College. And we knew that we couldn't simply do what we did before in a new place, but we really looked at this rupture as a gift. It was an opportunity for us to reinvent ourselves. Moving on, so that's going to happen August 28th. And then in about 3 weeks after that, we're heading to Japan. And I think there's a real keen interest in starting a Schumacher-like educational initiative in Japan. There's been talk of developing a college in, I think, a couple of different conversations coming up about that. And so Miyu's been leading a project called the Schumacher Supporters in Japan that just cropped up last August with the announced closure of Schumacher College. And well, there's real enthusiasm there. And Miyu and colleagues there have developed a program of different learning experiences up and down the country. And so, Miyu, I'll hand it over to you now, and you could say a few words about all that.
Hello, can you hear me? Thank you, Jay, for having me such a great opportunity. Hello, my name is Miyu, founder of non-profit General Incorporated Association, Schumacher College Supporters Japan, which was just established a couple of months ago. And I'm so excited to hear all those, all the things are happening in the world today. And then also, I'm really thrilled to hear about the same sort of stories and dreams that I'm talking about now. So, I'm organizing courses in Japan, but actually, I live about 10 minutes drive from where Schumacher College used to be. So, I'm in Devon near Jay. So, for me, Schumacher College is a place with magic. Let me tell you about that magic. So living in the UK was my lifetime dream since I was a teenager. British music was the start, I think. But this dream hasn't been realized so quickly. So 5, 6 years ago, I was just determined to move to the UK finally because I thought if I didn't realize it then, I would never been able to do it. But where would I live? That was my question. The answer came to me by chance. So at the time, I was working for a television station in Tokyo and felt that the media, especially I was working in the news program, and then that wasn't really making the world a happy place. So instead, I was obsessed with cooking with homemade vegetables and growing flowers in my little garden. And yeah, I thought as in cooking, growing, or treasuring flowers and vegetable is making people happier because especially my neighbors appreciate my garden or my friends really enjoy my cooking and stuff. So that I'm kind of started shifting my career towards it. And it was then that somebody I met in the farm nearby suddenly told me about Satish and Totnes. And when I heard about it, I thought, oh, that must be it. So it was like a voice from Gaia. And so first I attended a grower course at Schumacher College. That was 6 months residential horticulture course. Then I became a residential volunteer and found myself spending 2 years at Schumacher College. I was completely under the spell of the college. So to me, the college allows us to connect with ourselves and the planet. People who aspire to similar things get together. There is a chemical that is created between us. We encourage each other so we can take action in our own fields. I think that is the magic. And also during that time, many Japanese people visited the college. Let me share some photo. Mm, this is it. Yeah. So this is the Schumacher. This is the photo from the Schumacher Experience course. I think which was run twice a year. And it was like July 2023. And out of 24 participants, 10 were Japanese people. And then to me, it was the first experience that some Japanese people was the majority of the college. And I really enjoyed it. And then, especially some people couldn't speak English, I was helping them to kind of to learn about the school. So I really, really enjoyed it. And after that, of course, that Japanese people got together several times after the course to catch up and then to exchange ideas and stuff. That was a really good connection. And after that, I organized the tour myself to invite Japanese people. I organized 4 times to run the course, to run the short course there. Everybody really, really enjoyed it. And then, because especially for Japanese people, this kind of holistic approach is really new. And then they really kind of, they say that it's a life-changing experience. This one actually was the one that I organized last month. Um, and while I was taking care of them and arranging their tours, I realized that it was my next dream to connect Schumacher College with Japan. So I was so happy to find a life work that I could enjoy and make the earth a better place. Just then the news arrived that the college was closing. But still, I wanted to spread the learning and philosophy of Schumacher College to more and more people in Japan. So that's why I set up a crowdfunding campaign immediately, which raised more than £30,000 only in Japan. and later led to the establishment of Schumacher College Supporters Japan and the running of Schumacher Wild Japan Festival, which is coming in late September till early October. So how could I be able to act so quickly? Can only be attributed to the magic of Schumacher College, I think. And so I will explain a little bit of overview of the course. Let me share some photo. So the main course is held out in the outskirts of Tokyo called Brownsfield. It's like self-sustaining, traditional way of living, kind of farm cottage. And so we are there's a paddy field or organic farms and then surrounded by woods and bamboos and stuff. So that's where we're gonna enjoy courses. And so this is the newly made website of the course in Chip Brownsfield. So I name it like Retreat to the Future because especially in Japan, young people don't have optimistic view of the future, which I want to shed light to their bright future. So leading that way, sorry, this is the Google translation. Sometimes the spelling might be wrong. Leading the way in relearning, well, being education from the UK, Schumacher College is coming to Japan. Through deep dialogue and experience, a 5-day, 4-night retreat exploring a sustainable future of the earth and humanity. By each deepening our learning in the Schumacher style, let us work together to envision the future of the earth, people, and all living things. So this is the paddy field that I think we're gonna harvest some rice crops in the course. And of course, so many bounty from the farm, and then we make our own organic food together. And then, yeah, we work together. So morning meditation and yoga to prepare your mind, farm work and working in nature to use our body to connect with the environment, lectures on ecology and philosophy or economics or phenomenology, intellectual exploration typical of Schumacher College, online talk by Satish and Helena, actually, our campfire and conversation session to deepen our values in life and connect with ourselves and our friends. So I've kind of put 5 targets for this course and learning because quite often in Japan, our education is really, really focusing on using our left brain, memory, thinking, just analyzing or whatever. So we need to de-learn or unlearn to input something totally new. And 3H, of course, head, heart, hands, and 4S, soil, soul, society, and I added space and conviviality, because if it's not fun, we can't really keep learning, and co-sensing, feel it together. So we kind of share our own feeling to make the lifetime cohort and visiting. And 4 from the Schumacher Wild faculty are coming. Jay, sorry that name is spelled wrong. This is just a Google Translate. Rachel, Emma, and Valentine. 4 of the teachers are coming. And also, but Retreat to the Future is not only one-way learning experience from Schumacher College, because Japan's got a really natural beauty and traditional culture. So by deeply encountering the eco-friendly lifestyle that has been continued since ancient times, creating greater synergy to cover the world with love and kind smiles. So we are inviting Keibo Tsuji, who's the leading ecological movement activist, and Kai Soya, who's also the permaculture icon, and then trying to live in the really sustainable way. And Yoritaka Okamoto is the non-fertilizer method farmer, and who's got a really deep philosophy about land, connection with the land. And Deko is the macrobiotic teacher, which is the traditional Japanese food culture, cuisine, and lifestyle, and traditional life, including fermentation and all kinds of, Japanese magical food culture. And now is the kind of regional enhancer and then community leader. So all of the Schumacher teachers and Japanese teachers are get together to learn each other to make a even bigger chemical in it. So it's starting in late September till early October. We've just started bookings, and then also two more courses in Kyoto, which is the ancient capital of Japan, will be announced next week. So there will be a total of 7 courses in 5 other cities. So this retreat is for Japanese speakers only, unfortunately, but from next year onwards, we would like to create courses for English speakers as well. So all of you can come to Japan to learn about Schumacher College in Japanese environment. So please keep an eye out for it. So could I have ever imagined a year ago what I'm doing right now? I just can't believe it. Let's blame it on Schumacher magic. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Miyu. Schumacher magic. Um, well, we didn't spend a lot of time talking about Schumacher magic. We probably need to spend a lot more time talking about what this world really means, but this is a relatively short webinar, so we're not going to satisfactorily deal with that question. But as I was saying in my introduction, I think for educators, it's the big question. I think it's pretty clear the university system is well, let's say problematic. Uh, there are many issues involved, and we need to find a new way of preparing our young people and our leaders for dealing with the issues at hand. So pedagogy might be one answer, content, curriculum, these might also be answers. What I would like to do for the next couple of minutes is break you up into small groups, give you a chance to get to know each other a little bit, um, uh, process a little bit what you've heard, what these questions, what they mean for you, and then we'll come back and for the last 15, 20 minutes, ask some questions of the panelists, make comments, and come to a close. I hope that's okay. I'm going to open all the rooms now. I think by now almost everybody knows how the breakout rooms work in Zoom. If you have any trouble, I will help you get into a room.